14 minutes before 9 o'clock on this Good Friday morning. We get to talk music, which is a great way to end the show on a Friday. We're staying here in Cape Town after spending a lot of time running all around the world and all around South Africa music-wise. We're bringing it back to the peninsula. And I've on the line got singer and songwriter Mel Malisch. Mel, good morning and welcome to breakfast.
Morning, Brad. Thank you so much for having me.
What a pleasure. You're from Komiki, right?
That's right.
Is that where you are right now?
That's where I am right
Oh
now.
my
Yeah.
goodness. People will come from
Staring at
all
the mountains.
people will come from
Yeah.
all over the world just to be where you are right now. What a place to live.
I know. It's a blessing. It's really beautiful. And it is. It used to be a really tiny little village, and it
Mm.
has over the years expanded a little bit as people learn about this piece of beauty, this piece of heaven that we have here. But yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, and what an inspirational place to live as well if you're a songwriter. Let's start there. I know that we've got a lot to get through, particularly when we talk about the song Hey You.
Mhm.
Music started with you when you were really young, right?
Yeah, it's a crazy story because I always played from like the age of 6, but I kind of left it for a long time.
Mm.
And it's only really come back much later on in life now. Yeah, so I used to go next door. I was often alone when I was very little, and I used to just go play the piano at my neighbor's house every afternoon.
Yeah.
And I ended up playing classical piano all through my school career. But then when I finished school, I went to London and I traveled and worked and didn't have a piano. And I was young and, you know, seeing the world, so I
Mm.
forgot all about it for the longest time. Ended up studying design and went into interior architecture. And it was only when I became a mom, actually, for the first time, just how much I missed it and decided to buy a guitar. So that's
Wow.
kind of the synopsis. Yeah.
So you started off with the guitar and with the piano, and life brought you to the guitar. Something
Yeah.
that I think has lit the fuse of passion for you for songwriting. And what is your inspiration? I can almost say living in Komiki should be enough inspiration to put a song together, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's the stuff of life, right? It's the circumstances and the
It's
things we endure that inspire us in our writing.
it was 100% that. All of my songwriting was actually born out of my own sort of grief and sadness. I had severe postnatal when my second boy was born, and then I lost my stepfather to cancer, and
Oh.
that's basically, and like we all, everyone has that stuff, and it's not unique to me in my circumstance, but it started off the songwriting and it was kind of like a therapy. I used to write really sad songs about what I had experienced,
Mm.
but it was a way for me to process because I had another little 3-year-old and life had to carry on, and I didn't have the chance to stop and grieve, really.
Mm.
I had to just keep on keeping on. And that was yeah, it was really like therapy. And I didn't share any of that songwriting in the beginning because it was quite sad and quite personal. But funny enough, going through that and writing those songs and keeping on writing is where stuff sort of came, and I
Mm.
started to see other things, and there was, I found gratitude and I found life. And then my songwriting started to change, and then I started to meet people and other doors started to open, and that's kind of where the singer-songwriter journey began. It's crazy. And here I
Wow.
am on the radio
It's crazy.
talking to you.
Yeah, what a journey. I mean, when you start off finding music is kind of personal. I'm writing and I'm singing in my room or in my home. It's kind of cathartic.
Exactly that.
It's
Yeah, it was
leading
like my
me.
diary. Yeah, it's crazy.
And
It's
now
really
I want to
crazy.
talk about the song "Hey You." First of all, I just want to say I heard somewhere. I'm not sure where I read it about you. I'm not sure, but that you were quite
Yeah.
influenced by music from the '90s. And then I read that first. Then I heard you.
Yeah.
Then I heard you sing "Hey You," and I thought, Oh my goodness, it's like Alanis Morissette and Dolores O'Riordan from Cranberries like got together and created Mel.
Everybody says that. It's so mad. Ah,
Yeah.
but what a compliment. I mean, I'll take it.
Uh,
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I grew up, I'm a little older, and like I said, this journey has started a little later in life for me.
mm,
And I grew up listening to Alanis and Counting Crows and the Cranberries. In fact, my first CD that I ever owned was Alanis Morissette. I'll never forget it,
there you go.
Jagged Little Pill. So yeah, I've been told that a lot of my stuff sounds like that. And they are still some of my favorite artists. So I don't know. I guess in terms of my writing style, it's quite similar to that era where it was very much band influenced.
Yes.
Whereas a lot of the younger writers today, singer-songwriters, are writing in quite a different way because music has changed so much with the evolution of digital, you
Mm,
know. But and it's just different. And I'm learning that, and I'm finding that mine, I think also now is starting to change and grow and evolve, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Um, but yeah, that is when I think about writing and singing, I guess I go back to that time because that's when I was most influenced and when I had the time to listen to music.
mm.
Now I don't have that much time. I'm a mom. I work. Life is crazy
Yeah.
busy. I don't have a lot of time to spend uncovering new music, really, although I wish I did and I try. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just the influence that I've been dubbed with. I'm not sure.
Nothing wrong with that. So let's talk about Hey You. The song seems like you singing to yourself. And but we
Yeah.
can find a lot of ourselves in the conversation that you're having. You could just as well be talking to us as well, because we share a lot
Yeah.
of the same things. And funny, the stuff you were feeling when you wrote the song might be in line with what somebody else is feeling at the same time. So the song is for someone else as much as it was for you.
Yeah, I guess the reason that I'm so passionate, I think, about sharing the songs that I'm writing is because I feel like a lot of people could relate. I'm definitely writing about my own experiences, but what
Mm.
I'm learning is that life is hard, man. And the world can be cruel, and we all experience this stuff, yet nobody ever talks about it, like as if there's something wrong with that, you
Yeah.
know? And when I started writing and when I started to sort of, I was really insecure and I still struggle with whatever my own insecurities are. But it took me a while to be able to put myself out there in terms of sharing my music and performing my songs in front of an audience. And I had started down this musical journey of trying to perform and share. And I obviously hit stumbling blocks as I went along. And
Mm.
every time I'm doing something, I'm learning and I'm growing. But what I'm trying to focus on is the growth, you know.
Yeah.
And we don't learn through our successes. We learn through our failures,
That's
you
right.
know. That's where the biggest learnings and the biggest growth happens. So I was in this space where I was just feeling kind of insecure and full of self-doubt and thinking, I'm too old and what am I doing? And like trying to start this new kind of journey at this age in my life,
Mm.
or this stage, should I say, not age. And yeah, I wrote this song as kind of a bit of a diary entry to myself to just say, like, the feelings are just feelings and emotions don't define us. And when you have these days where the voices in your head are telling you you're not good enough, you can just take a moment and just stop and say they are just
Mm.
emotions. It's just feelings. It's just my brain telling me stuff that doesn't have to become my reality, and I can
Wow.
just kick them out, you
Yeah.
know. And I guess yeah, that's where the inspiration came from, and ultimately the message behind the song.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the listeners are going to be able to enjoy it in a moment. But before I greet you, everyone's saying, "Okay, this you sound fascinating to people." I think that are saying, it's not everything just didn't fall into your lap. Everything just didn't work out easily. This was a
No,
journey. You had to go and grab moments and experiences, and you had to deal with pain and hurt, and you needed to let the writing and the songwriting process
Yeah.
change you, and I think that makes you appear very human, and that's something that we don't want to deal. We assume the way we feel is crazy and unheard of, and now suddenly they're saying, well, Mel sounds like someone like me. So they might want to follow you and catch up with your other music and see what you've already done and where you might be going. How can we keep eyes and ears on you?
Yeah, I'm trying really hard to put myself out there and be brave enough to put myself out there because
Mm,
I'm also one of those people that say I'm weird and these things are crazy that they're happening to me. But so I'm trying very hard. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube as Mel Malisch, Malisch. And if you look me up, you'll find me there, and you're welcome to follow me. I also have my latest EP and a couple of singles that I released a year or two ago on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube Music. I did manage to make an EP last year, which my first ever EP called Scars and Gratitude, which Hey You is the latest single off of that EP. And it released in January this year. And I managed to get a distribution deal with a record label in South Africa. So that was
fantastic.
really huge for me. So yeah, I'm really hoping that I can find a way to just keep on making and producing my original music in the hope that there's stories and light and inspiration for others. Yeah,
What a pleasure.
my goal. So thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful.
You're so welcome. That's the voice of Mel Malisch, and she's sitting out there in Komiki, where you probably wish you could come on holiday. She lives right there. Can you imagine? And making great music. Here's something for us to enjoy. Now you know the story. Now you'll understand the song. Don't forget to go and give her a follow. And if you want to check out this interview again, you can. It's on our Facebook page at Radio K Pulpit on Facebook. It's right there for you to enjoy, and you're welcome to go and share it with someone. Mel, thanks for your time. Thanks for enthusiasm. And
Thank you,
thanks for
bro.
the music. And you have yourself a fantastic Easter
Amazing.
weekend. Be blessed. And we'll catch up again
You
sometime.
too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Mel. Take care. Before I greet you on this Friday morning and let you loose on your Friday, let's hear that song. Here's Hey You. It's from Mel Malisch.